Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The offense lining up for a first down play. Going with the ground game left. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. You can go way back in the history books with a wishbone attack all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Power football with the run. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Quickly complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Quarterback checking the play. On second down, looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Another incompletion on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the...
And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about the play by the big defensive lineman? Not known for interceptions, usually getting after the quarterback, stopping the run. Had a chance to make an interception and then do something with it. Take it all the way back to the house. No, ladies and gentlemen, that was not in slow motion, but he got in the end zone, and that's all that matters.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't full. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Motion from the offense. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
They're trying to get to it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas State.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Gators will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great...
Looking for a huge play. What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads it downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gators look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score Alabama 10, Florida 0.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense in press coverage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the misconnection on the 1st attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. Back to the air one more time. He'll pull it down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field. But if nothing's open, boom. I take it and easily get a 1st down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
Coming after him. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it's sir.
Oh, he wants it all. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The offense starts with a short field. The run from the shotgun. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Glagway. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Fielded in the end zone. It's Scott. He stopped short of the 20 at the 90. Wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Catch in the middle, it's ball. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make points.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to move it through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he pulls it in at the 15. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Louisiana Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Well, they tried the play fake, but it fooled absolutely nobody.
And that's the problem with play-action pass, Reese, is that it takes time to develop. The quarterback's got to fake the handoff, and receivers generally are running routes further downfield. So the offensive line has got to be able to hold up that extra second to give their QB an opportunity. They weren't able to do it there.
It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown tie. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Fires to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls it in. It's Law. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time and you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed in the line by this giant defensive tackle. He's looking to throw on third and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Still looking on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Rolling the dice and bringing it out of the end zone did not pay off. He's out of bounds at the 19. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. Line gets set, first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Gets it out fast. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25.
Just steamrolling the defense. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field.
Looking deep. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
That's a live ball. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UNLV is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Utah State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Getting some heat. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Alabama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Off the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Feeling some heat. Now improvising. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Using his legs to buy some time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yak, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
on 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
You got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama.
We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They're going to run it to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it past the marker. At the 45, on his way. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Jackson.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think Jesse...
It's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the run.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Back to pass. It's Lagway. He's got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. He's got it. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Why not double the try total and go for 2? He'll set up to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And it's no good. And after the miss, fellas, still sitting on an 18-point lead. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Let's see what they've got on second down. To the air, it's Lagway. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. He's going to run it. Turns it on at midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Trying to find his man on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fast motion from the offense. On second down, he'll fire. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines.
A shot toward the end zone. And that pass is intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Gets away from one, finds room. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so good.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. And look at the linebacker. Great job doing that, staying patient, getting to the quarterback.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.